Hello everybody and welcome to this Train Sim World for consumer advice video. I thought I'd make this because I stumbled across a website that works for me and for many other people, although that's certainly not full risk-free. A website that offers significant discounts. It's a key reseller basically. This is only for Steam as well, only for Steam as far as I'm aware. But we're talking about discounts of 35 to 40% on the base games for Train Sim World 4. And I'll run through all of that in a moment. There is stuff talking about the risk, which does exist, but it's quite small as far as I believe. And more information in the description below. And I will timestamp this so you can move to the respective part of the video that you want to see. So basically, how this works, there's a website called Instant Gaming. They buy lots of real game, like hard copies, I believe, of games, scan the keys for them, and then sell those keys on the internet. But because they buy the hard copy games in bulk, they can get them for cheap, and then even if they sell them at half the price of the full game would normally retail for on Steam, they can still make profit on that. So that's more or less where I'm coming from. I'll get straight into this stuff. Oh, I will mention as well, some of these things, purchases over €5 through the link in the description, I get a 3% commission on, which is a tiny amount of money, and will all go into reinvesting in the channel and making sure that I can roll out videos on new content as it releases. But we'll start off with the standard edition of Train Sim World 4. Normally on Steam, this retails for $39 US, £30 or 57 Australian dollars. But using the link in the description, you can get it for $31 US, 25 British pounds, or 48 Australian dollars, so that's a 35% discount. The deluxe version of Train Sim World 4 would normally retail for $70 US, 53 British pounds, or 103 Australian dollars. But with the link in the description, you can get 35% off, so that is $44 US, 36 British pounds, or 69 Australian dollars. And the special edition would normally cost 110 US dollars, 90 British pounds, or 161 Australian dollars, and that is knocked down 40% off to 67 American dollars, 55 British pounds, or 105 Australian dollars. So those are some pretty hefty discounts. And considering my general long-standing consumer advice not to buy Train Sim World 4 until there's a decent sized discount, this seems like a pretty reasonable offering. Now, this also works for other games like Train Sim Classic and DLC for Train Sim World and Train Simulator. Additionally, it works for other games, like you can get City Skylines 2 for 30% off. You can get more or less any game on Steam, any popular game on Steam, you can get on this website for significant discounts, and that will all work through the link in the description. And again, I do get a 3% commission on anything over €5, but that goes back into the channel. So that is that. I'll give the Train Sim Classic statistics, why not? So on Steam, that retails for $25 US, 20 British pounds, or 37 Australian dollars. And using the link in the description, you can get that for $5 US, 4 British pounds, or 7 Australian dollars. I don't get a commission on that because it's too cheap. So I'm including that just as a goodwill gesture. But you can literally get Train Sim Classic for 85% off the normal retail price. And you can also, now I haven't tested this personally, I did test the Train Sim Classic key, I bought one myself, and it does work, and I may end up giving that away. I don't believe I can resell that under Steam terms of service, but I may well give that away for free, so keep your eyes open if you're interested in that. But say the Rush Hour bundle, which is no longer on sale, Dovetail have removed that from sale. It used to cost, this includes all 3 Rush Hour routes for Train Sim World 2, used to cost $40 US, 35 British pounds or 70 Australian dollars. With the link in the description, you can still buy it, everything bundled together for about just over 50% off, with 18 US dollars, 15 British pounds or 28 Australian dollars. So yeah, a little bit over 50% off. So that is the stuff that I've worked out. There's a load of other stuff available, and it does slap VAT or GST or the appropriate sales tax on. That's not included in the price, but normally that's only 10%. So you'll end up with if I'm not sure if it did, it might vary. I think depending on which region you're in, it may or may not include sales tax. There is a little bit of risk associated with this, but as I mentioned, I did buy a key for Train Sim Classic and it worked. I got it instantly. I didn't have to go through any verification. That's something I did see on the internet. People were whinging about verification. I believe if you use a credit card, it does, or a debit card in my case, it does skip the verification because it just verifies that straight with the card company. But if you are doing that, I would recommend doing it on something that has a dynamic security code, or a card that you can easily swap out the details for, just because the payment portal isn't super secure. Or if you have the option to use PayPal, I would absolutely use that because that is the most secure out of all of the options. Other than that, I believe they have a refund policy if you don't redeem the games. And so, yeah, that's more or less everything. Once again, I do take that 3% commission if you use the link in the description, which does genuinely help the channel, or will help the channel. But yeah, that's my community service for today. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this helps you in some way. Obviously, I'm not pressuring or forcing anyone to use this. If you don't trust the website, then that's fine. It's your money. I totally understand that. But and feel free to go do your own research on this as well. But yeah, that's about it from me. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.